precedence war so lawyer for the ana mo depending on precedence ne nkroneba mami to you on that score.
But that's security. Yancha Ghana de sha wajebre sabra wuti Kessben. Na the di kind of sumenfa chopper Emma 1 hour punch and drives and right disappointed on big time. Benya buapayo.
Okay.
Na ya bet transit studio I ready say the program ne bromo but BBC inti na e was say yakofa inti ya the chopper kese e the moment say e ba na sa enya buapayo o mo fan chain.
That's right.
Now, young parliament. Who say me voice no on and ke bo back the very day I and their friend hang parliament. And they be can say we know I mean political observers be na ye interview of nom kaso which say a democracy na mature which say a benya consensus building ama yetimi atoto ndema ye away from where you have majority I said say with the greatest of respect I disagree because some adwin me say Ghana ye politics send ye no sa ade ana ye hwehwe senke benya free hang parliament na nya ade ebebam for the first time.
Can we ever get it? A bit me draw.
For now they know because you're overly political.
Okay.
Overly political. Because other than that, for the first time, this for parliament way, and then my sisi wo ye nya bi a political disposition. So when your first time I was speaker of parliament, free the other side, obey as speaker because somebody also from this side to Obama and a man obey a novelty in your beside.
Okay.
Engineer B Resenka speaker will be guided by sir magnanimity. The other side, a show towards him. Nanka waye overly nationalistic. But maybe can say no. From where he was coming from, a bad didn't say Obe shed sir overly political lenses now waye nationalistic.
Prior to this one, before this one, not Senator Huno in his dealing.
Oh, Oshasi no na enye bad. Say na make say onipa bia won na Oshasi no enye bad sir. But don't say ekọ yedru middle na ye kọ na wie no science na eden ya e show. Na e show yi.
Okay.
Ke odi denti na make sir. Speaker there what we say na in fact say we speaker e wa. Enu nti no at say bia oh yen year and can referee you may have your bias be makaso be anye neutral you may have your biases but then ke true baby and your friend the national interest
okay
as against
political party
parochial partisan interest
okay
and then na aba and then na see one would decide say we honorable Andrew Asiama or no there na circumstances in the party no I endorse na oko on the ticket of the party so we on the free one party no call elections I will lose ya would decide say we be call independent in there and can no mercy for them can no mercy for them and think come there enyuma and can also say ye bo edemo and they say na no ya
na ko fa buy
like we live like that
right but so meaning that those people could have been taken on.
And no, be my point is that say once you decide say you belong to a group, you belong to a group, you go by the tenets of the group.
Okay.
And into say our party, even though you may be I can be personal, I've said this and I will not shy away from that until it is done. Makasa is there a war see a system where you delegate system where delegates and they could decide who becomes the parliamentary candidate in a constituency now. I bet me use a technology. I make sure say all party card bearing members I belong to any political party. Ebenya akwanya akoyi ne abeye parliamentary candidate for that area. Until say yebeko hono. The status quo is what is there. Status quo and say delegates and they could decide who becomes a parliamentary candidate. And it is how you be was subscribed to Saadi no. Na party no delegates no ko na wako tuaba. na enye se e bia dwirim bia koso a obetu anama court say yen disqualify obi a yamfa kwampa so anyi no na ko ba say delegates no na decide say ya wo ko choose no say ne ho fenti na wo de ma no o say ne nkomodie na otimi di ni yie o say o kansem gu omo asum na ye omo de o say de yen o. That's the system. Okay. Until say your best son or no, that system no the wo. So once you subscribe to the system, and get to abani wie, now when the concerns be able court to say nullify elections not there. But say you go and respect the decision of the delegates because that is why it is. And none that they will obey. Nia ebia na owo ho a ubeyi no no. Ebia mukoto aba wo win sa time no. Say den ne ma eye motivating factor ye de to ma wo say ye de on ya ono olusu ye no okofie no na osu one na busuafo but ojina jitum e ma wo ko e den na asesa and until the moment how be say you belong to a group na group no tenet and asenhye ye di jumandie say no e de ya fa so de tu anamon bi di amadwen em say nyanya atwem ene wo mu ene nya pesemin kuminya ne wo mu a e was all abide by the decision
of the group
okay and until one would decide say after primaries one day we be call contekro and independent notwithstanding say omuye part of the group na group decision no part of a share ye di ni pano we can selfish parochial and enomboa group no think komo personally there obia I mean like
but no, can we always take it like that yam first yam the example from that last time interestingly group no okomokoto abama no agitatively eba say Nyasana no pe but omu yini free honum oko independent he won came back then came back to support the NPP our parliament she always true say eyana and dealings be enkoso and a year man for be free ho
and no de ke tina me maka say when you have a chairman because wo hwe formula de ya kan ho asebia na large na ko say one person be very powerful
yes
Be Madam Chairman Kofinti, very powerful guy, and people felt he was very overly powerful and all that. So that scheme in a cost of constituency, and near my just be a person pretend say in action. Motivation and my delegates decides when they pen on. It is about time let's move away from that. But we say, the system no benefit one there. Yeah, now won't perceive a year free because it is in your favor. And to say a be working against you, then you have a problem.
Right.
May they have said, and I'll continue to advocate say, let's go to a state where every card-bearing member will have opportunity to
decide,
vote, to decide who becomes the parliamentary candidate. And yes, our advantage is maybe at another forum, you be now church why you move you subscribe to that. But until see a bedroom, the status quo is what is there. And until untua na moa na wo abanya aba wabeye member of parliament and now so ababeye minister. Is it fair to treat the party that way? The answer absolutely is no. Then I make us say me pesi ebe kono on their individual levels or one ankasa won jejeje.
Okay.
But me concern no president aye set e dia to titro any speaker na na montu a watu no.
All right.
Madwen ye me say speaker ne Ghana andi ni ye.
Oni Ghana ni ni.
Kra.
Anything.
Oni Ghana we di ehwamo.
Anything.
Ke oditi o. Den na air pump speaker. Ruling ya o ye ndre. Den na air pump no.
Okay.
What is chasing him? Make away because wo speaker no wan kasa sho wo the ruling na omaye. Any reasons the reasons are omaye ntia or no ema sa ruling na ono an kasa the reason na ogina so no defeat the very ruling an kasa wa. Why am I saying this? Okay. Ghana ye de enhyehyeye na ebu Ghana. Eti Ghana the grand norm and as mre super mra kunini the constitution. Constitution they decide why they qualify say beto abama as a member of parliament.
Yeah.
Constitution no enema kwenya ma yehwe modalities a ye de koto aba eyi obi as a member of parliament. The same constitution and the prescribed modes and means ye de yi obi every embrashe bedwem. And say vacancy ebeda embrashe bedwem.
Okay.
Enunti so hwe article 97(1) G and H abeye in issue ya. Answer na no beba no there other means ema vacancy eba parliament. Ebi ni say bia nyame mfa samba na obi afrim wawu ya to abama no ba wafrim ofrim a automatically once oni hobiem no vacancy abeda ho enti na eba sa there's a vacancy eno no sa no eye by notification say nipa no wafrim. So the speaker will announce there's a vacancy. And then the essence of the vacancy is to inform electoral commission formally. Say vacancy abeda by reason say the two abama no with him.
Okay.
And there was a sign echo to abani another person to replace the bakra with him. Another reason be a resignation. The panoa na wo ho no si me decide say me pese me koye oman hene ana me beye o hene kunini ni bi. For that reason, you know, I want to resign my seat as a member of parliament. No actually a resignation letter signed by him. No, they are notifying the speaker say declare me hono vacant because me pese me ko parliament bi. E basa. The essence is to notify electoral commissioner. Say vacancy a better parliament. So I was say a by election.
Okay.
ABBM so and say ABA for whatever reason disqualification. ABA na obia court. Wakotwe manso na court no a declare say unqualified say obey member of parliament.
Okay.
In that case there's also a vacancy.
Okay.
So the speaker will announce that there's a vacancy for which electoral commission will be informed, for which a by-election will be conducted.
Okay.
So these are scenarios eba. Nande twas no be na over G and H. And the G ne there all can and say where ye to abama on the ticket of a political party A. Oko drum rashe bedwem. Edi 1 week, 2 weeks. O say mikra party na me stand on the ticket ebe member of parliament bibinti me decide say me join the other
opposing
political party enunti no eba no sa then the constitution no say there's going to be a vacancy because party na wugina so on tickets our campaign ya dodo na no share so awo to abama awo no. The moment I will say cross carpet, effectively, effectively, it is going to affect numbers and dynamics in parliament.
Okay.
And so by a group A, group A. Let's use classical example. Say bia MPP 4 tickets and a ujina na we campaign and a ya to aba amawo. What could do parliament? Ya so in you form part of the majority. Ebia 6 months into activities as a member of parliament, we see who defect, and they are called the NDC for whatever reason. So we read say one defect to be jawo, so I sorry now, so for say one defect to be whatever reason you want to defect. And brother say once I will see who defect and who free her physically. Now I call her physically. Until now the constitution says no. In that case, it will not be fair to those who elected you from here. So we weaken or monamba no na we no advantage. So eba no sa yen declare say wa we see who defect a physical movement. You are moving from this group to across Africa. It is going to affect the numbering and I said the numbers and the majority in parliament. For which reason the constitution says no. Eba no sa dia yen sign koto ba enhwe say wo se wo ko party we no still na no ekrofo be ma mandate na if omo amfa amawa then they have every right to elect nipa wo susu say onkosi wanamu. That is where there's opportunity for the people to now reconsider their decision in respect of you and your president ABSCC Ghana.
Yeah.
Maybe Kofi Asante, no, NDC, no, defective MPP. I mean, we have counted your number of. I don't want to because we don't have much time. And then the other leg is say, wono ebia ye toaba mao as an independent candidate. Now is the parliament, independent candidate, ye create baby more now. They don't join majority, or they don't join minority. Omono are treated as independent candidate, but they choose to do business with either the minority or the majority. Enti ebia ye toaba mao as an independent candidate. Ukodru parliament ebia 6 months or 1 year. Usi omede be free say me independent candidate be person be called join physically this political party. Ebano sa still the dynamics in parliament is going to change. And ebano sa there then there will be a vacancy because the people will now have to decide whether they want to retain you on a ticket of a political party or not.
Okay.
So you go back to the people and there's opportunity for them to decide.
Okay.
And situation na ye wom se na medi can be sao say then the palm speaker of parliament.
Okay.
Situation na ya narrative no nyina no. Eba no sa there's an opportunity for the people to then decide whether they will want to maintain you in your change status or they will change you for another person to come.
Okay. But where the sitting now does not involve all these things.
Precisely. So the point is that in all these occasions where you can say, because you don't declare vacancy for nothing in a vacuum.
Okay.
The moment you are saying you declare a vacancy, then it kickstarts Article 112 of the Constitution. Say, would the Electoral Commission have the opportunity to go and conduct a by-election? By the constitutional arrangements now, in 112 of the Constitution, a ban say 3 months to an election. The Electoral Commission. And Brand say uncle conducted by election because in first one being the beba so say ye notice of ye a man for better a file winner ye beko to a parliament arise here a moot exercise.
Okay.
So electoral constitution say ban me waste time cry. And nunti na me cancel speaker Babin, right honorable speaker Sumanu Babe. Ni oye den re na oya kosisen.
Okay.
Because with declaration ya wo say why ye one. Enkrofo na 4 seats na wo so were declared vacant no. Citizens of Ghana a wasa constituency no. You are depriving them of opportunity of representation in parliament.
Okay.
Meanwhile, no mu ni akwanya say obesen yako decide ni pakra was or represent or in parliament. So by your ruling, by your pen, what deprive our constituencies of representation? Is it fair?
Do we blame him or blame constitution?
Blame constitution
because constitution also make any provisions. You
cannot blame constitution. Constitution is a document.
Okay.
Enye mechanical.
Any
prospective.
Okay.
To me, constitution no dey can say. Say scenario no makeka ni say once there is a vacancy, it's natural that somebody will die.
Okay.
It's natural somebody will cross capital. But ni nyina no constitution no fa no say tie ni you. Eba no sa number dynamics in parliament will automatically change.
Okay.
And nunti I was said there should be a declaration of vacancy and then another opportunity for people to decide whether they want same representation or a change representation.
Okay.
And you can know the problem be any it is about speaker no kwanya wafa so awa employ sa constitutional provision way for political expedience that may your problem.
All right.
Because it is a fact, say, nipa wabubo mudin na for one reason or the other no. Or more I decided say they will contest 3 of them as independent candidates, 1 as an independent contesting on the ticket of a political party.
Okay.
So the issue of the first leg of 97-1 IAG no say cross capetia ebam no.
It doesn't come in here.
Obian cross carpet.
Futuristic.
In the ruling now or constitution is against you cross carpeting. Honorable Sumanu Baben. Obian cross carpet as of Nrana now rule because in parliament and Rano, Sena or Tunenia share. Honorable Andrew Asiama or no only majority area business no. Otiwo as an independent candidate.
Otibebi otia.
Honorable I Cynthia Morrison on can say because also wako file as independent into no majority for an court national on side. So the number dynamics has not changed.
Okay.
Honorable Kwache Akaya or NDC Amanfi Central so independent on a minority for
okay.
as a member of the minority group
okay.
so number dynamics and society as of Endra our money ruling into the entailment of 1 hour year constitution say because of number dynamics based on say obi a free akohano Endra na NC
all right
obiati baby oti
all right.
And why do you disturb the status quo?
All right.
1. 2. Or refer to precedent. Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Quay, the former speaker and the president. May I disagree with Honorable Michael Quay, Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the ruling at Omar sa time. But then we see my time because sir I didn't see it at the time no. Enema mienu ne si ya ene sa enema mienu no ensi. Okay
1
they see ya and say ono ne de in his case honorable asema ya in issue political party na ogina ne ticket so e de call mrasha badwam for the people of Fomenano political party no general secretary e take steps say 1 he was no longer a member of the New Patriotic Party 2, because of that, Omo Tro the common speaker to inform speaker say he is no longer a member of that party, so he cannot purport to represent the people party on the ticket of the political party.
Okay.
And there was a step that was taken by the political party. Na ojina
tickets so they call okay.
Okay. 2. Asam no baye no obia and take steps or the asam no court. So there was no step to go to court for which reason I was a hold speaker.
Okay.
2 things. Okay. The man made me disagree with Honorable Michael Quay, though post-mortem no and they say whatever the situation was, nanke was here share sa constitutional interpretation here say na effect say you be declare sitting vacant but they don't know that's Professor Makukwe rest when he's no longer a speaker, so whatever decision I will take it at the time, let's posterity judge him. Say the Eka say me I think he was wrong at the time, but because MPP for that time they fit into scheme, they were happy what they are saying. So whatever happened that time not happened. But the question they say, Honorable Abambaben, is he bound by the decision of Professor Michael Quay? The answer is no.
Onwa cross the T.
Onwa can I say, like the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court duly constituted is not bound by the previous decision of Supreme Court. They can depart. And now Honorable Abansumanu Baben every opportunity says na opea in the interest of Ghana na obey depart from Professor Makokwe ruling when departed because of convenience, political interest. And the man can say because there was a precedent in T and oye and rano or you saw president because not a fit into the scheme of Adiana or Pesoye. That is the second thing I want to say. The third most important thing I no cry na etwa BBM no say. You see what? Onwa in his ruling or articulated the sentiments correctly, my view say it is the Supreme Court of Ghana and I reserve the interpretation of the provisions of the Constitution and the NDC. Who interpretation ya woman any day. Let's say Supreme Court fought Nasi. Now we say wo interpretation now man and run wrong.
What happens?
And the one who few interpretation say na was say kwa the why and rain na ayeding. That is why I not be imagine him say Kodi. So we a referee. It is how we a judge. Now what to say? Obi akwa file application bi na ye show there several. So who need interest as a judge and as a referee and as a electoral commissioner. You don't take steps to avoid or evade service. you evade service where one no personally no interest. Let's say for instance say ebia NPP or NDC ebia na omutu anamombia akotwaba na and candidate be aware agree akoko to say wako file for interlocutory injunction to restrain them. Ube won say no my friend secretary now or take party office and say hey to party no ayim now we've been in this game for 16 years. Yeah, what happens? Ombe friend secretary na catch and so yeah to party no office no na free so that they won't get anybody to serve. It's normal. I mean, like because who interest and you don't want to be served. That MB affected and I'm more episode too. By electoral commission, for instance, electoral commission there. So wouldn't you in TSA? Ubi court, file the application for interlocutory injunction. Now when I will be neutral habitat, and as I will be treasure my behavior so. Now I was say because who know we interest here then. You should not have any interest.
That's right.
And you don't take steps. Say to me prunamian say be amenge service. You don't take steps to evade service.
Okay.
And imagine me say, Speaker Honorable Abambabe, Senka or Tonebo no mo draw attention, enanka or J process na ye de be serve no. And oh yes, so because I have been served with this process, Mame abide by the decision Supreme Court for ebeye in respect of this interpretation kadi NDC. Bibia NC ewo parliament and ka dynamics na ewo ho na because wa awo ho and then Supreme Court will make a determination na a guide into the future. But the why no any day ewo dire consequences.
At the mind. Let me Bible say I mean here education kaka. Now can somebody just rise up because a nay obi so next parliament dem ko gina ha me ye nto abama no nti ono so betimi agina so aka say well because ono so mbenti ono so allegiance aye bibi o ho ana
with the grandpa the rules of what parliament say one call continuously for a number of days as a member of parliament. Okay. Now we need the express permission of the speaker. Once I was say you declare was it how many times you invoke that provision. There were never nyina ho kwan ke but my point is that me as a lawyer of 16 years standing I see a lacuna in that provision.
Lacuna
there's a gap that calls for interpretation once and for all.
Okay.
Because constitution, you know, a prospect, it looks into the future. But the be at the time now, omono air, no, the intendment, I generally, I wonder what this provision we say when you seek to remain. As a member of parliament, even though you went there as an independent candidate on the ticket of another political party, they should declare a vacancy. No matter say when you seek to remain, no call for interpretation.
Okay.
Because speak interpretation, they say the mere fact say Obia file with the electoral commission. Now or say a notorious fact say once you file with the electoral commission, no, it means say we are independent candidate, you are seeking to remain on the ticket of another political party. Supreme Court may disagree with him.
Okay.
Because I mean that's not how I see it. Especially when at the time we know the same constitution no so I can say 3 months or so to election no se vacancy better why young twaba. And the natural vacancy, why do we create a vacancy?
Anyway.
Where artificial vacancy, natural vacancy, somebody is dead. And no, the young will share. But wait, dear speaker, Nanka ube to me, I say, look, as some now called Drew Supreme Court, Michael Quena Ubian Fale any suit against him.
Yeah.
Michael Quay, political party, now a shock command, and you know, or send a cry and find say, crying out of us or send we can pardon him. But would they pardon why ye because one Ubian Chro embryo. Honorable Haruna Idrusu and original political platform say me shamu boss say next week I be parliament no yeah minority be majority because me competition speaker next speaker declare say 4 vacancies about parliament next speaker true to that word and why the very thing original platform so can na manabam. And the DNA you can apart from say political interest.
Anyway.
And you know me there say there were dire consequences. One NSA say Supreme Court for Ochina omukoye interpretation no omuka say Speaker Honorable Abambaben, with the greatest of respect to you as the Speaker of Parliament, with interpretation no wronger ndi awaye ube na akọ reverse no. Two, say confusion what create a parliament. Now people are celebrating, now we are majority. Now group will be a majority not by virtue of Ghana for Toma Wana among numbers advantage, by decision of Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
And by virtue of your declaration of vacancy now, there's a second Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Vacant.
By your decision, he is no longer a member of Parliament.
Yes.
And the seat now be vacant. Technically speaking, first deputy, I'm for have they've grossed over first deputy speaker of Parliament. But why I think that is also a challenge because no by virtue say na or majority or first deputy speaker of Parliament. Now that assistance is here, what happens to the first deputy speaker of Parliament position? What happens to it? Say all leadership of Parliament, they will have to find a way to make sure say ebe reflect the change status speaker ako declare from now on to say ebe call election no. So constitution no in its own wisdom one hour ye can say some days to election no e woni ase ebe disturb the status quo, so even a vacancy is natural. Why would the speaker create a way our parliament for what? To achieve what? How many days now can rising? In the records be show say on a certain 17th of October, by the stroke of pen of the speaker, majority became minority became majority, and the first deputy speaker was changed. The second deputy speaker, another person became the chief whip. And this confusion. Why?
Let us continue. Let us see. I can't see a transfer. I was you and some people do also. He
has disappointed those who felt by balance because Crawford was constituencies now almost sorry and no more member of Parliament. Almost sorry there only member of Parliament. Why Honorable Abambaben say we declare of Facebook.
Was he imagine say o kunu kwa adwuma nra now from baby major say majority leader now obey numra say baby minor